Arsenal Football Club, Arsenal Fan TV USA, Arsenal Fan TV America. Welcome back. New episode today. We wanted to come out here today and talk about a couple of things, update you real quick, call it a midweek update, call it whatever. But some good news here, some great news. And I'm going to start with something that I've been talking about personally. And I was very, very happy to see that Thomas Partey is staying with Arsenal. Mikel Arteta released a statement saying that he will keep the competition. He will keep Thomas Partey. And something also along those lines with another player, Kieran Tierney. Same thing for KT. He's going to stay our left back, our beloved left back. And as I mentioned, this guy was up to Arsenal captain, being a captain of the club a couple of years ago, right? We were all talking about him. He's a great guy, great footballer. So Thomas Partey and KT both are staying with Arsenal. This is great news for me. Those are great players. You cannot really go find another Thomas Partey. You cannot find another KT and another heart like that. Anyways, we're going to jump real quick from those couple of players, and we're going to go to one top transfer today. We're seeing around the internet and in newspapers that Sadio Mane, of course, the ex-Liverpool player, the current Bayern Munich player, is not happy in Germany. Let's just put it this way. He's not happy with the reporters in Germany. He's not happy with the fans. He's not happy with the club. So he's not happy with almost everything in German football. Unfortunate, you know what I mean? Because Bayern Munich is such a great club, and I think Mane could have been a great addition if he was managed right, if he got what he wanted. I don't know him and Thomas Tuchel's relation. He also didn't like even playing for Nagelsmann. So I'm not sure what's going on, but I am sure of the ability of this Senegalese. He's a great footballer and he's a very good leader. So we need somebody up front. We need a goal scorer. He knows Premier League. He's hungry. I say sign him, right? How much is he going to cost? I really don't care. He's worth 50 million at least in today's market. So hopefully we see Mane in an Arsenal shirt. And next we're going to go to Rob Holding. Rob Holding wants more playing time. Rob Holding wants to leave Arsenal. Now he sees Yuri and Timber coming, KT staying. He sees Ben Wyatt, Gabriel and Willy Saliba ahead of him. Of course he wants to leave. He wants to go somewhere else. Besiktas, it's a Turkish club. They offered to take him for £2 million. But Arsenal said no, 5.5 million to 7.5 million pounds. Some reports says 10 million. You ask me, he's a £5 million defender. He's reliable though. So if he goes up to 7 like Arsenal want, hey, good for him. But yeah, if Robbie wants to go, Robbie did good for the club. Thank you, Rob Holding. We go next to see who spent the most amount of money so far in this transfer window. 232 million euros Arsenal spent. And I'm going to remind you, of course, Declan Rice and Jurgen Timber, as well as Kai Havertz. Next is Paris Saint-Germain, 160 million euros. Third is our annoying neighbors, Tottenham, of course, that is. And they spend 136 million. Real Madrid comes after that. They spend only 129 million euros, only on one player. Of course, you know who that is, Jude Bellingham. And lastly here, Leipzig. Yep, RB Leipzig spent 126 million euros so far. So let's go from there to the most valuable players in Arsenal Football Club. We're going to start by who? Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is 120 million euros in today's market. Yes, he's the number one most valuable player for Arsenal Football Club. Comes after that is Martin Odegaard. He's worth 90 million euros. And then Declan Rice, now 90 million. Of course, he went down a little bit. Martinelli, 80 million. Jesus, 75. Gabriel Jesus, 75 million. And next to him, or after him, is number 6 is William Saliba, 65 million euros he's worth. A lot of money. We go next to Eddie Nketiah. News about Eddie that Crystal Palace is after him. They want to sign him so bad. Of course, we know Eddie became a bench striker for us. So I don't blame him if he wanted to go somewhere. I like him personally. He's a great player, so I hope he stays with Arsenal. He's an academy player. But hey, listen, if he wants to go to get more football, best of luck to Eddie. And again, Crystal Palace are offering, I think, in the neighborhood of 25 million to the English striker. And next, we also have a very, very good offer put on the table for Ajax Amsterdam, Mohamed Kudus. I think Kudus showed in the World Cup how good, how versatile of a player he is. He could play almost everywhere. I think he's about to cost us 40 million pounds or so. But listen, you do that, it's a very, very, very well spent 40 million. He's a great player. He's box to box. He could be a winger. He's very, very talented on and off the ball. His runs, and of course, very athletic. So hopefully we see Mohamed Kudus in an Arsenal shirt. And you know what's really, really funny? Like the mustache he grew, Alexis Sanchez. We see reports that he phoned Mikel Arteta asking to come back so he could play for Arsenal. He only would cost around 50 million pounds a week. Of course, to him it was nothing because he made 200 and some odd thousand pounds when he was at Arsenal before he was his prime. Of course, he was worth it. We enjoyed Alexis Sanchez very much, but I don't know about now, and I don't know that Mikel Arteta will just, take him for the heck of taking him. He's now playing where? In Marseille. And last but not least, we're going to still talk about Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe, August 1st, in a couple of days, whether he signs or he doesn't sign, will still take 60 million euros from Paris Saint-Germain. So let's say he decided on August 2nd he's going to leave the club and go to where? Al Hilal. They're offering him 160 million in 1 year. Hey, go do the math, break it down to hourly, break it down to this, to that. It's a lot of money. A lot of money per second, per hour, per day, per week, per year, any way you look at it. But it is what it is. That's today's football, right? So he goes to Al Hilal, 160 plus the 60 million, that's 220. Good for you. That's very clever in 1 year. And then he becomes a free agent. So he can choose to go to Real Madrid, which I'm sure will pay him tremendous amount of money per week. They will splash the cash. He will be the most paid player per week in Europe. They could do that. Hey, those are all speculations, and I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and like and share.